Hey y'all, it's Susan and it is Wednesday and I'm at lunch. Yes, it is Wednesday. And it is about 3 o'clock, maybe a little later than that. We are going to work on the Halloween album. I know that I kind of stopped abruptly because I moved. So I am real excited to get working on this again. Where we stopped off is, I think y'all can probably look at the last video and pick it up for the most part, but we have the cover, which we embossed with marcasite embossing powder. I do have the, this is going to go on the cover itself, but we're going to put some ghosts in there, and I think in the last video we were working on the ghosts and the cats. Anyway, so the last interactive pages we were working on were these pages, and we used a card style flip, like a little flip card style. I might stick some ribbon on here just so we know that we can lift this, but I have magnets on it and it opens up like this for photos. And both sides look pretty similar, and there's a little pocket here for a tag, also on this side as well. I may have to use a little wet glue because I think that tape is coming up, but that's okay. So that will be that page right there, and it'll close up, and those two pages will be opposite of each other. And then I have this page, which is the second page technically, I think. This could get all changed up as I do the book, who knows. But I did cheat this morning and worked on something that I had mentioned in the first video, that I wanted to do a flip style page. And so I made this. This is separate, and we're going to adhere it to the book. I was going to put little witch's feet there, but it's going to be at the bottom, and I didn't want it to get all bent up, so I just ended up using some ribbon. But I will put a link below on the tutorial that I used for this flip. It's basically a flip card pattern, y'all. And I just increased the width of the card, if you want to call it that. That's what it started out to be, as a card. That's what the tutorial is for. But it was, I think it was 4.5 by 5.5, and I actually made it 5.5 by 5.5. So that was all that I changed, as well as I changed these. These are 3 by 4. I think the original tutorial calls for 2 by 2 or something like that. And then the little pull down strip, I think, was 2 by 9 or something. So I changed that to 4 by 9. I made it as wide as the mats. So it actually will flip down like that, and you can put photos on there. So that's that page, and we're going to embellish it, but I wanted to get this together first, and then we'll go through and embellish the whole book. Uh-oh, sticking to my magnet there. Okay, so this is where I stopped with this page this morning. And what I thought I would do is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it another flip. So I think it's going to open up like this also. So it will be interactive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hinge and put it under here, and it's going to be under here as well. The bummer about it is I love this paper. I love this page, and somehow I'm going to have to hide that hinge unless I do pattern paper. That is a big possibility. We might be able to do that. Let me think here. See, I've got all my little cutouts here. They're so cute. I love that. I've already showed y'all all that, though. Oops. I just fell down. Alright, little 31. And that is from the paper stack that I cut out already. And so right now I'm just looking for a piece of paper that I can make a hinge from, and maybe it won't be so offending. Let me see. So I do like this. We'll try it, you know. Worst case scenario, it doesn't look right, and we won't have to use it. but we can at least try it. These are all my scraps from the book. Kind of a lot of colors going on, but this paper is very colorful, so. Alright, just going to pull down my paper trimmer, and let's see, I think that goes like that. And it looks like I ran this through my brother. It's got tape on it, so that's a pretty good indication that I ran it through my brother. Oh yeah, that's when I was trying to cut out the house in the brother. And I didn't go with that only because it was the exact size and I didn't have enough margin, and I really honestly just didn't even feel like fooling with trying to figure out what, how to adjust the margin in the brother. So I know that's pitiful, isn't it? Alright, so we're going to do a hinge that's probably about 2 inches wide. Alright, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I'm having a great day. Very happy to get back crafting. As y'all probably know, that if you're a crafter and you go for a while and don't craft, you kind of get into a rut. Alright, so this is a 5.5. So we'll make this, we're going to make it 1/8 an inch shorter than 5.5. Alright. Yeah, and that's got a little bit of a jag at the ends. I'm going to get that off there. So it's actually going to be a little more than 1/8. Alright. So I'm going to put that here for now. And then, oh, I need my scoreboard. I'll be right back. Alright. So I'm just going to score this at 1 inch. Alrighty. And then I'm going to fold it. And we're just playing to see how it looks, really, y'all. I may not like it. I might and I might not. You never know. I think what I will do is give it a fancy edge, though. I'm just going to use this edge punch. One of them. And I don't know if you've ever used these. I find that it's a lot easier to do it from the bottom. I know, that's so weird, isn't it? But, you can't really see it well enough. Let's just say that I was not able to do a good corner with it sitting down on the table. So instead I have all these little things flying up at me. But it's the only way I found to be able to use this punch successfully. And I'm sure you probably have found the same thing if you had that punch. Or maybe you're still wondering on why it doesn't work and how is it supposed to work. And if that's the case, then you know how I get it to work. And I'm doing an awful lot of work just for a test run, but that's okay. So basically it's just a hinge. It's a decorative hinge. You know, it'd be really neat if I had some type of a strap, or, you know, like a leather strap or a chain or something. Something Halloweenish. Alright, so, and I'm not worried about, well, actually, I think we should cover this first if we're going to use a decorative hinge. Let me see. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I haven't thought that far ahead, y'all. All I know is I think we're going to go ahead and go with that. But I think what I'm going to do to help me get past the part that's disturbing me, if you want to call it that, I think we're going to use the same paper on the back side. I think that will help me. If I have another sheet of that paper. And I'm not seeing that, and I've got a little stray pearl here. Maybe I've used it. Let's see here. Aha, here it is. Alright. One of these days I'll figure out my whole desk area, because I have it arranged, but I'm not sure that I have it arranged the way that I want it to be. I'm sure y'all can understand that. There we go. And I hope this lighting is good. I don't know, y'all let me know. If it's not good, I will work on it. Alright, so I think a zigzag is going to work perfectly here. And this is 5.5 by 5.5, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my square. And I need to grab that corner because I know that that will work. And I'm going to cut it 1/8 smaller than 5.5. And I'm not sure where 5.5 is here, so on the other side. Looks like I'll have to go back and cut it again. Alright. Alright, there we go. Oops. It's a little off, but it's okay. I'll trim it with some scissors. I'm sure that'll be fine. Here we go. Alright. And hopefully I still have my zigzag. I do. I might even can flip it. Yeah, liking that side much better because it continues, so that's a good thing. Alright, so, and I'm just going to go ahead and ink my edges, and y'all know that I use my archival ink. I guess it's a habit more than anything. I do have some black soot, but I just use this. I like the depth of the color. Even though I'm not really doing it to distress, though this is the perfect style album to distress, I'm really just doing it to get rid of my white core. So, and it'll give it a little personality, because this is the perfect kind of project to distress. Let me just make sure I got my zigzag right, and I do. Then I gotta grab my tape gun. Let me move this out of the way because I'm super messy with tape. I have an idea for this. Can't wait to work on that. If you saw my Joanne haul, you saw my topiary embossing powder. This right here. Which this has some, oh, I said topiary. It's not. Lo and behold, leave it to me to call it a different color. I guess it just reminds me of topiary, but it's that color. So that means I told people wrong information on my haul. Probably half people that saw it probably know the color. So, alright. They were probably screaming at me through the computer, through the computer. That's not topiary. That would be me. That's what I would be doing. I would be just talking to you and you wouldn't even, you would think I was crazy. Alright, yep, that's the side. You notice I'm always checking and double checking and triple checking because it is so easy to make a mistake, I tell you. Alright. And the only reason I knew that was the the bottom side is because the ribbon was hanging down. Oh, by the way, did y'all see that ribbon? I don't know if I showed y'all that. I think I got it in a different haul, and when I was moving, I found a bunch of Halloween ribbon that I already had. I bought it last year, I think, at the end of Halloween, so it's super cute. I think I bought this at the end of Halloween too, which is sequins. And then what you saw me buy for the album itself was this purple, which I love it, with the black, sparkly. Love it. So I have a lot of neat ribbons to use with this book. So it will be a lot of fun. Okay, so I did that on purpose because if I'm going to use a hinge that's decorative, I want it to look the same. If that makes any sense at all. It makes sense to me. I'm not sure if it's good sense, but it just makes sense to me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my good tape. And you know, truth be known, if you wanted to, you could actually cut this a little wider and make a little pocket out of it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape this side down, because you know the more interactive parts you have, the better it is, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wet glue that one side and let it kind of be like a little pocket where you can slip a tag in there. And I had actually thought of that this morning, and I hope I just did the right side. I did, okay. Because we have a design that is directional, so that would have changed my idea had I put it on there upside down like that way. Alright. Uh-oh. Yeah, that is a work-related call. I am at lunch, but it is a work-related call, so I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I had made a call and left a voicemail right before I went to lunch, so I knew that that was work-related. Alright, so I'm just going to put this on the very end of my piece here. Just going to kind of center it to the best of my ability. And so there, I have a hinge. Alright, and you know, while I'm thinking about this, see, it'd be super nice to have a magnet, but since I already papered it, it's going to make it really difficult. I would have to do some embellishments, and I'm really not ready to commit to embellishments yet. So just for your information, if you want to use magnets, you might want to wait until you put your paper down, just to kind of figure out. But you know, we're doing this as we go, so I don't really have a master plan, and that's how I usually roll. Alright, let's get some glue. Let's see here. Really trying to work on my usage of it drives me nuts when I listen to the videos. So I am aware of it, and now I just pointed it out, so now you're really aware of it. If you weren't before, now you're going to be counting. I would. That's what I would do. Alright. Should come up with a different thing, you know, instead of saying say that doesn't work either, does it? Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. I'm just using glossy accents because that was readily available, and I do like to use glossy accents sometimes for that, but there are several glues that work just as well. So I just did a little line. See how I did that? Because I'm thinking what we can do is we can put tags in there and they will stay and be real friendly. Okay, so I want to try to put this, let's see, I think we should probably shoot for the middle. Yeah, I'm thinking the middle. Alright. So there we go. And that'll just take it a moment to dry. I think that'll be so super cute. I love it. I tell you, I'm having more fun with these cards, if you want to call it that. I've never made these style cards, and it could be in my future, but it's kind of a neat way to play around with those card patterns, or whatever you want to call them. If you're not a big card maker, this would certainly prime you for that. If you were kind of interested in doing cards, but you're kind of in the album mode right now. So, and you know, if you do it like I did this, you know, if you mess it up, it's not a big deal because you don't have it attached yet. So, alright, and that's still drying, so we're not gonna mess with that too much. But basically what we'll have is a little pocket here. See? Alright. Just gonna make sure there's no glue coming out of the edges so we don't come back and it's all glued down. So that we'll put that to the side and let that dry. Now for the next pages I have to come up with a brilliant idea for those. I have no clue, no idea. And I might, I don't think that there's a real big demand to come up with that right at this moment, because we have a lot of things to work on. So, oops, you know, that goes underneath. Yep. Oh, I see what I'm doing. This is the bottom. Oh, you know what we can, see, I'm trying to mess myself up there. Okay. Alright. I'm so excited. It's so cute. Oh, I just love SA's products. Can you tell that I truly love them? I really do, y'all. Alright, so let's look at my trusty little box here. This is the box that I threw all my Halloween stuff in before I moved, so I'd have it in one place and I'd know exactly where to go. I was using this on a mini album that I was working on, and this is what I have left over, so I thought, you know what, that'd be cool in a Halloween album possibly. And then we have these embellishments that I bought a while ago in a haul, and I'm not sure if those will work, but we'll see. I have, oh gosh, if y'all can remember, I bought all these tags in one of my hauls, so we will be using those for tags. And then I bought these 3-dimensional stickers, which I just love these. These are so cute. We are definitely using those. Definitely. So here's my little cats that I was working on before I moved. And those are SaCrafters also. They are made out of chipboard. And we glittered those, actually, with some Recollections fine glitter. Speaking of Recollections fine glitter, I don't recall seeing that bottle since I've moved. Well, that means I need to look for it because I really love this glitter. There's another cat that we did. Let me see if it's over here. Huh. Yes, it must still be in a box somewhere. I will definitely need to find that. And oh, here's, oh no, I think, yeah, some of these are cutouts that I did from the paper stack, so we'll just put those over here. Oh, and then I bought some cute little bling that's purple and orange. More cutouts. And then we did some witches, I thought. We'll see witches there. We did white ghosts. These are chipboard. We have black bats. Oh yes, we did. We embossed these black bats with that holographic embossing powder. And then I have some more white ghosts here. I have quite a few. And another embossed bat. And then, while y'all weren't watching me, this was before I moved, I actually, and then I just have some more, so I have that hand that I got from the cupcake toppers at Michael's, and then just a spider charm there, another ghost, And these are part of that, the cutouts, and those are banners, and they say spooky or something like that. Okay. So I was playing around before I moved, and y'all didn't see this on video, but SaCrafters has these little MDF bottles, and I think they're perfume bottles, but I actually I made this a poison bottle. And what I did was I got some stamps from Michael's. These are the $1.50 stamps or whatever they cost. And I stamped it on a piece of paper and cut it out. I embossed this with some embossing powder. Gosh, I don't remember what color it was now. You know what? I think it was a holographic. And maybe I did do that on video. But I think it gets a different, like on the natural wood, this is the color it took. And I believe that was the holographic as well. And then I just kind of taped that on there, kind of did it in a round fashion, so it kind of looked like a bottle. So we have a little poison bottle. Alright, so those are some of our embellishments that we can work with. Oh, these cats are so cute. And the reason they're just so cute. I love that glitter. I have to find that glitter again. There's no telling what else I'm missing, y'all. Okay. So what I want to work on now are the windows. And I think what I'm going to do with the windows is I think we're going to use the bats later. So we'll put those over there. And then I have a witch here that I haven't done anything with. A ghost. And then I'm sure y'all remember this little charm. And this little skull charm. Alright, this is a black bat. We'll put him over here in the bottom. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these little ghosts behind the windows. That's my plan, Stan. That's what I was thinking. Nothing ultra fancy, but just something that looks kind of like that. Try to get those eyes in there. And then that paper will be, I think this was the, yeah, then that paper will be behind it. So that's my plan. Alright, and I'm not sure how easy or hard this is going to be. So we'll just go ahead and jump right in it. And I'm using a little glossy accents. And I know it's going to be a little poofy, so we'll figure that out. This is double, so that will help because I needed a back and a front, right? So the front shows through the doors and the windows. So let's see, I think some of these are going in a different direction. So we'll just put that over there. I know y'all can't really see that very well. My husband, for my birthday, bought me I have a tripod for a Canon camera that I have, and he bought me the attachment for it to hook my iPad up to it, to the tripod, and I can really work with that. But apparently there's a piece that screws onto the bottom of your camera, and apparently I have misplaced that. So leave it to me. So I've got to figure out where I have put that, because I need that little piece that screws onto the bottom of the camera for the little attachment that goes to the tripod to hook my iPad up. So I really like the video that I get from the iPad, and I like the flexibility of it versus buying a cam of some sort, you know, a webcam or whatever. That doesn't really appeal to me for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm just thinking that's the way to go for me, is to use my iPad. Alright, come on, get over there. Alright, so I gotta move him up just a tinge because his little thingies, his little wings poking out. Alright, so that's what we've got so far, which y'all cannot see. There you go. Can you see the little ghost back there? That's the idea. And I don't know if that would be overkill to put one in every single window. That's not the right side. And the reason I know that is because I remember these little kitty cats. You could see them in the windows and the doors. See, because the kitty cats in the windows actually look pretty cute on their own, too. Alright, I think we're going to run with that. Alright, so now I got to figure out how I'm going to... You know, I think we just glue it on. Oh, you know what? I don't have holes. That's okay, I'm going to have to fix that. Because I've already cut holes in there for my cinch, or my bind it all, whatever that thing is called. Yeah, I'm just kind of liking that. I think I'm going to put it down and let the ghost dry and think about this for a moment, because I might lose some opportunity to work with behind the window. But I'm thinking it might be kind of overkill if I mean, I don't think... I mean, the witches don't really fly in houses, so I think the witch needs to be... Though the witch could be poking out the window there. He could have his little head sticking out there. Nope, I think we're just going to run with this. Alright. So now I'm just going to look at this side and make sure I don't have any white edges, which I'm already seeing a couple. So I want to fix that before I put it down. And this is going to just stress it quite a bit more, but that's okay. Alright, oh, I wonder what time it is, y'all. I need to get a clock in here, I think. Because you know I've got to be back at 3 o'clock. Yep. So next week, my grandgirls are coming. My husband's son and his wife, and oop, that is quite stressed now, and his daughter Brooke are coming to visit for a week, and I'm super excited about that. And I imagine we'll be crafting like crazy. Maybe. I hope so. So I might try to catch some video of the girls, or at least Cammie. Kayla's at the age where she's really into computers right now. So if I know her, she may be hiding away somewhere, working on her computer, I had to guess. When she came to Florida, you know, we sent them to Disney World. That was our Christmas present to them. That's pretty much what she did. She was not, oh, she did go to the beach a little bit, but she wasn't overly interested in that. She really wanted to just get on her computer, but she is that age. See, there's a couple little black spaces here that I cannot get comfortably. But you know what? That's okay. What I'll do is, if I can't get it, I will take a marker, which I know I have a black one somewhere. I just saw it the other day. Here it is. There we go. I could have done that from the very beginning. That would have surely simplified the process. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with this page yet, so I just don't want those white little pieces showing at all. Alright. That's what my friend Judy, what she told me that she does, I think, is she uses Tim Holtz markers instead of the ink pads, which I think is a wonderful idea. The markers, though, to me are such a big investment, and I have not decided if I'm going to invest or how I'm going to invest in the markers, because I have, I have like oil pencils, ink tints, and all those different things, and I just don't really need them. I mean, quite honestly, when you have those types of media or mediums, you don't need, it does the same thing, sort of, but not really, but sort of. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, I haven't decided to not do the markers. I just haven't decided which markers I'm going to do. I'm still holding off on that because, there's the whole Copic thing, and then you have the Tim Holtz, and I know they probably all do different things, right? They have different primary uses, but it's just such a big investment. I just want to make sure that I don't throw my money away for something I won't use very often. So, but with Tim Holtz, those markers, they definitely would complement the ink pads, and you could probably just buy a few of those. You probably wouldn't need a whole set. Oh yeah, there's another style of marker too. What's it called? Spectrum Noir. Yeah, so there's so many choices. Just not educated enough, y'all. I do have this little white piece of the ghost hanging out there. I will have to do something to hide that. That will probably annoy me. Alright. So that is going to be our cover. Very low key so far, because we have a lot of things that we're doing for this album. Because we're going to have this gate that we embossed somewhere. I haven't decided where yet. Alright, I am going to let this dry, and I have a feeling I'm probably due back to work any moment. So I will check back in with y'all after work, and we will work some more on this album. Talk to you later. Bye.